In today's video, we're going to be covering how you can pretty much set up an automatic Instagram outreach strategy. And if you guys have ever done Instagram outreach, you'll know that it is extremely effective. However, it's a little bit difficult to just use a bunch of softwares externally because Instagram doesn't really like outreach. However, we did find a workaround on this specific topic. And in today's video, we're going to go through pulling data, scraping data, throwing it through ChatGPT to output the good data that we want to outreach to, and then using a software that pretty much opens up a brand new window on your computer and does the outreach right then and there. So with that all being said, let's dive right into the tutorial. I'm going to walk you guys step by step on how this is done and how you can pretty much do Instagram outreach by watching this video. Okay, so let's get right into it. So we're going to be going over realtors today, okay? So the idea for this specific video is that we want to outreach realtors. So what we would do is we would want to think, when we want to find accounts that are in our area that might have realtors following. So I found this new building called Flow House in Miami. It looks very nice. And I saw that they were offering real estate commissions, paying real estate commissions. So what you could actually do is anything on Instagram that has scrollability, you can use this application called Insta Data Scraper to scrape accounts. And as you see is that I clicked that, there's a little red bar around here. We want to avoid that. We actually want it to be around this. So I'm going to click this again and try to get it to work, because you don't want to scrape the wrong things. You might have to play around with refreshing the page, clicking on the followers, and then opening up this Insta Data Scraper, which is the plugin, and there we go. You'll see that this is highlighted in red. Now, guys, I will note that some accounts, big accounts, have opted in to not show their followers, so you could only, go scrape their following, and you wouldn't be able to scrape their followers. So you have to find accounts that allow you to see their followers, and then you want to again try to find accounts that would have a lot of people following those accounts that are your target audience. So now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and click start crawling. And this is just going to start pulling a bunch of people's accounts. Okay, it's just going to scroll. And as you can see, it just keeps adding it to this list. And look, we already see some people that say Miami real estate, in this, because we know that this is a new development. And there's most likely a lot of realtors following this account. Okay, look, there's another real estate agent. So I'm just gonna let it do its thing for a little bit of time. For the sake of this video, I'm not gonna have it pull all the followers, but if I were actually doing a full outreach, then I would let this pull, probably for 10 minutes in the background, and I would either go make a cup of coffee, or I would go open up another browser and start working on that. But as you can see, it's pulling all this data. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click stop crawling. You can pretty much have it do that unlimited. Let me open that back up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to download we're going to download a CSV file. Okay, and that should be in our browser. There it is. I'm going to just take that file and put it somewhere else on my desktop. And then now we're going to go to my favorite app, and we're going to go to ChatGPT. Okay, and within ChatGPT, we're going to actually upload this list. Okay, we're going to upload this list. We're going to say filter out all the accounts that are not realtors or not real estate accounts. Also, make sure there are no duplicates. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Sorry for the spelling, but ChatGPT will figure out what I'm trying to say. I was just typing it quick for the sake of the video. And now it's going to analyze all these accounts, and it should give us back a CSV file that just pretty much has real estate accounts. There we go. And look at that. We have 156. No, I'm sorry, we have less. But as you can see, it filtered out all of the people that weren't realtors. So out of the 20 seconds that we pulled, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have about 14 leads. So then you would go as to downloading this, saving that to the computer. Then we're going to get to the fun part, and that's going to be this application, and it's called Auto Lead. Okay. So this is actually the application right here. All right, and the first thing you're going to do once you get this application is you're going to connect it to the Instagram account that you want to outreach to, which I already have set with Relay Media. I actually uploaded profiles here a little bit earlier, as a test as well. But what you would pretty much do is you would go ahead and just click this plus button. You would add the file that you had, okay? And then you just select the Instagram account that would be on the CSV file. And I did have an issue with it, so there's a chance that it doesn't get inputted. So what you would need to do is you need to make a new CSV file and then just copy and paste the name of that specific person and also the account, and that should fix that problem. So what I mean by that is, let's say hypothetically, all this is too much information. You're just going to take this right here. Okay, you're going to take their Instagram account name or username, and then you're going to take their name, their actual name, and we're going to put that in. As you can see, this is all real estate stuff. So they probably have RE expert, realty, real estate. They got real estate expertise in their name, so that's how ChatGPT was able to pretty much filter them out. And then once you upload it, you're gonna have them all right here. And if you see when I click on their accounts, sorry, you could kill accounts if possible. Also, the first time I did it, I had a lot of duplicates, so make sure that you did what I mentioned earlier. And another note when you connect the account to this is make sure that you have two-step verification off so that it's just the username and password, as this bot can pretty much log into your account and do it, okay? So you can set up filters. Like you could say, I don't want to speak to private profiles. And then you could also add people to no message, like just don't message them. You'll see the successful conversions that might have gone through, and as you can see, there were some duplicates on that list that I had done prior and ran earlier last week. So just make sure that you remove the duplicates through your ChatGPT when you're filtering out the leads that you want to target. Okay. You could set up proxies if you're doing multiple accounts, but we don't need to do that. And then now we're here in the messaging section. Okay. So pretty much I just set this up right here. I said, quick question. Do you guys ever need help with content creation? I run a video production company based in Miami, and we specialize in high quality videos, social content, and brand visuals. Just thought I'd reach out in case you're looking for more content creators. So this is pretty much the outreach message that I'm setting up, but what you can do is you can set up any sort of outreach message that you would like for the tutorial, and you can pretty much just play and it'll start doing that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to exit out of Chrome so that we can launch this. And then what you're going to want to do is go on the settings, and you can say, okay, like I want them to happen every 3 seconds. I want to enable daily DM threshold. So let's say you don't want to send out more than 55. You can send a personalized DM. You can remove login profiles. You can do, set up all these settings before you actually send it. Okay. And then what you can do is you can pretty much, set this up where you have to set it up to where it's applications, Google Chrome, Contents, Mac, Google Chrome, whatnot. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys kind of how this works now that you have it all set up. But it's very, very simple. Once you set up these specific settings that I had showed earlier, you're just going to click the send button. And right now it's not letting me because I'm pretty sure I hit the max. I was already using it earlier. But what you can do is you can go in and manage your subscription. You do have to pay for the software. It'll let you try it out for free. Okay. Actually, it should let me do it because it says 10 DMs daily, a day for free. So this should work. This should work. Oh, this is 7 days. That's why. So the 7 days have passed. So if I wanted to actually use this, I'd have to go ahead and pay $27. But let me just kind of walk you through what would happen, okay? What would happen is I would go ahead and click this button right here now that we've gotten this far along, okay? And you have to make sure that it says Applications, Google Chrome, Contents, Mac OS, Google Chrome. Like literally copy and paste this. If you're on a PC, you're gonna have to re-find out how to get to your PC, but it's pretty simple. Just find where the application is on your computer and put that information into here, okay? What you'll do is you'll click this start button and make sure that Google Chrome is closed, okay? And what will happen is you'll click on this Google Chrome. I'm sorry, you'll click the send button once you have the paid service or you're trying it out for free. Google Chrome will open on its own. It'll wait about 10-15 seconds. Watch it. It'll go to the Instagram page. So like basically Google Chrome will open in an incognito tab. Okay. It'll literally search Instagram. So like you'll see it going to the browser and typing Instagram. Okay. It will then log in because it'll go to the Instagram login page. Okay. And then once you're logged in, it will literally click on the account, search the followers that you have inside of your list. It will follow them. It will click on message and it will pretty much manually type in the message. Like the screen will literally look like I'm typing in this message right now. Okay, and then it'll send it and it'll just keep doing it in the background. So the reason that you would probably want this sort of automation compared to some of these other automation softwares or Instagram outreach softwares is that this specific software is literally doing it from your computer. Okay, and it works. I tested it out. It worked well, and yeah, you can pretty much send Instagram outreach. Now, the only caveat to this is that you will have to keep open another window in the background working. So, you know, if you do have a lot of work to do, it's almost better to like turn this on when you're getting away from your computer for 2 or 3 hours. You just click the send button and start sending. Then once it's done, you can, you know, stop sending it and work on your own computer. But yeah, can pretty much send out 30, 40 to 50 different Instagram outreach messages every single day through the software, through your own browser. And yeah, now you know how to scrape the leads, put the leads into the software, input the leads, and then and then send the Instagram DM outreach through the software. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you guys like automations, videos or automation content, go ahead and check out the channel below. Do a lot of automation stuff here on Automation Syndicate. And as always, guys, peace out.